Hi Aquarius, welcome to December. Now going into December, some of you may be feeling like, bah humbug, I'm not in the mood. And that's okay, because there is big change for you on the way. In fact, your ruling planet Uranus moves direct on the 21st. So that will be a shift in your energy, as well as your traditional ruler, Saturn, moves into Sagittarius on the 23rd. So if you are feeling kind of, low energy or kind of down, it's the end of the year, it's winter in the northern hemisphere, your mood will shift about the third week in to December. And Saturn moving into Sagittarius, Sagittarius is harmonious with you. It sextiles all of your Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Ascendant, and any planets you have in Aquarius. And that's a lot lighter than Saturn in Scorpio, which has been challenging you for the past 2.5 years. So there's a lot for you to look forward to in December and going into 2015. And I'll go into detail about that when I get to your year ahead report, the 2015 year ahead for Aquarius, which I'll have out first week in December. Now, going into December, we are still working with the Pluto-Uranus square. We have two more of them. We have the Uranus-Pluto square that goes exact on the 14th and the 15th, depending on where you live on the planet. And then the final one will be on March 16th and 17th, 2015. The next 4 months are going to be intense with these two because they're squaring each other, and the faster moving planets, the Sun, the Moon, the Mercury, the Venus, the Mars, as they move through the cardinal signs, the Aries, the Libra, the Cancer, the Capricorn, they keep kicking these two off. And of course, these two are invoking change. And it's much better if you're the change agent rather than them, Uranus and Pluto, forcing change on you. Now, it's not directly affecting Aquarius. So any planets you have in Aquarius are not being affected in a negative way by Pluto and Uranus. In fact, Uranus is in Aries, and Aries sextiles Aquarius. Harmonious, just like Saturn going into Sagittarius. So you're going to have a lot to look forward to in 2015, and I'll talk about that in the year ahead report. Stay tuned. But now, a word from our sponsor, Pluto and Uranus. And so you're not directly being impacted by Pluto and Uranus. However, if you have planets in those signs I mentioned, the cardinal signs, if you have planets in Aries, Libra, Cancer, or Capricorn, then those planets are being aspected, or have been aspected, or will be aspected by Uranus in Aries and Pluto in Capricorn. So it is change. That's the name of the game. Uranus wants you to revolutionize your life. Pluto wants you to evolutionize your life. So what's happening on the planet is a revolution in consciousness. And as more light comes in, more people wake up, more people step up and take action. And so you are working with this energy, and for you, it's in the area of your subconscious mind, your conscious mind. So it really has to do with what's brewing inside of you below the surface, what we can't see. And what's coming up from the subconscious, what's coming up from the unconscious. And that's why it's really important to practice conscious awareness of what we're doing, what we're saying, what we're feeling. Now, going into December, the Aries moon kicks off the Pluto-Uranus square. So this is what I'm saying is, like, the moon can kick it off, the sun can kick it off, the faster moving planets kick it off. So it's game on. It's intense. It's powerful. Now, the moon when it's in Aries, does harmonize with Sagittarius. The sun is in Sagittarius, Mercury's in Sagittarius. So the way out is to be open-minded, to expand consciousness. Don't be limited, 50 shades of prejudice, oh, it's got to be this way. A woman is this, a man is that. Throw all that out and go by what's right for you, by living from your authentic self, by living from your soul self, who you really are. Mars enters your sign on the 4th. That will give you some get up and go. And that's great, having Mars in your own sign. It's awesome, actually. So it can give you more energy. It can give you more drive. It will make you more spunky. So if you are feeling like Scrooge or Bah Humbug, you're going to really just put it out there. Bah Humbug! With Mars in your sign. However, if you use Mars in a positive way, you can take action in December and make things happen for yourself. Because when Mars is in our own sign, it gives you energy, it gives you drive, it gives you the ability to cut through obstacles, it gives you the ability to make things happen, and it's power, it's drive. It increases your sexuality, increases your energy, and it's a wonderful way to, if you want to, it's also good for losing weight, so if you want to slim down for the holidays, or, you're thinking about, a new physical routine, this energy can really help you do that. And so having Mars in your own sign is a real plus. But remember, it gives you power, and with power comes responsibility. So you could be more, with your words, Now, also the Gemini full moon. Okay, so Gemini is 5 signs from you. So Gemini rules for Aquarius, Sun, and Ascendant. It's 5 signs from you. It rules the area of your life that has to do with risk-taking, creative self-expression, true love, and romance. So this is a very fun time of the year for you, Aquarius, because Sagittarius sextiles you, Gemini trines you. So there's all this positive energy pouring into any planets or points in your natal birth chart that is Aquarius. And I love this Gemini full moon. It's the Santa Claus moon. It's the full moon. It's the party moon. It's the ho, ho, ho. Let's celebrate. Let's put a little rum in our eggnog. And it's a wonderful moon. Mercury is in Sag, and Venus is in Sagittarius. So it's uplifting, it's inspiring, it's party, it's fun, it's expansive. The challenge is Chiron is squaring the full moon. Chiron is squaring the Mercury and the Sun and the Moon in Gemini. Chiron acts like a planet in your astrology. Chiron is the bridge from Saturn the past and Uranus the future. So Chiron is really important to you, Aquarius, because he works with both of your ruling planets. He is the centaur. Just like that Sagittarian symbol of the centaur pulling the arrow, that's what Chiron looks like, without the bow and arrow. He's a centaur. He, in mythology, which I believe is true, was a god that came to Earth. He took pity on us and came down and taught us astrology, metaphysics, herbology, all of the ancient healing methods and modalities that we can use today to heal ourselves and empower ourselves. With Chiron squaring Mercury, you want to be aware that your words can either heal or wound. And especially with Mars in your sign, you are not in the mood to put up with, people's fakeness. And so you might just shoot those arrows of truth and then crush, crush, kill, destroy with the words. So be aware that you may even have extra sensitivity, even though Aquarius is, well known, like the other air signs, Libra and Gemini, for emotional detachment or, being, more intellectual than, feeling emotional like the water signs. However, with Chiron like this, you may be more sensitive to what people are saying to you. And then with Mars in your sign, you'll just be like, whack. It's like, whoa, game on. So be aware at the Gemini full moon on December 6th that you could be more sensitive, that others will be more sensitive, and think before you speak. Just because it's the truth doesn't make it right to say it. especially if it's going to hurt someone's feelings or offend them in some way. And, you know, so just be aware of that, yeah, this is a party moon. This is a celebratory time. It's time to celebrate. We're moving into 2015. Celebrate that 2014 is coming to a close. Celebrate all your victories, accomplishments, lessons learned, wisdom gained. And at the Gemini full moon, our guard can come down because we're feeling the festivities, and we might have a little bit too much to drink, and then out it all comes. And the next thing you know, people are like, I can't believe you just said that, you know. And so be aware of the sensitivity at the Gemini full moon while you're partying, and also aware of your own emotional needs. And perhaps you are more sensitive than you realize, and it's just something good to be aware of. Now, Jupiter will retrograde December 8th through April 8th, and of course for you, Jupiter is camped out in that area of relationships, and you know, it's time to, you know, have the growth on the inside. And so with Jupiter in this area, for you, it could bring someone back to you from your past. It could bring a past relationship back to you now. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with reconnecting, reigniting. Love is eternal. It never dies, even when we cross over and come back. It lives on forever. So if there's someone from your past that you want to reconnect with, that person could come back. And you know, you may even notice that when you think about someone, the next thing you know, they're emailing you, or they're calling you, or they're connecting with you. You could experience that over these next few months as well, as Jupiter takes his turn to rest, basically, pull back, so that the growth is on the inside. And retrograde means return. So return, someone from your past returning. And it's in the area of relationships. So it could be, like I said, for some of you, rekindling an old flame or an old relationship. And it can also be friends and professional relationships as well. It doesn't have to be romantic, intimate. It can be a colleague, an old friend coming back, reconnecting with you. And that's always cool and wonderful. Venus enters Capricorn on the 10th, and the Uranus-Pluto square begins on the 14th, 15th, and then Mercury enters Capricorn on the 16th, and then Venus will cross over Pluto and Uranus on the 20th. So the 14th, you know, through the middle of, you know, third week, all of December, it's game on. And, you know, for you, Capricorn is 12 signs from you, so you're getting ready for your 6-week cycle. And you can go to my website under Solar Return Charts and read about that. Your 6-week cycle is where you get all of the lessons of the entire solar year leading up to your birthday. And on your birthday, you get the new solar energy that will carry you through all the way through 2015 into 2016. And so Capricorn is 12 signs from you. So as we move into Capricorn, this is your time to rest and recharge your batteries. It's your time to take good care of you, nourish and nurture you, get plenty of rest, be out in nature, do things that heal your soul. It's also, when it's in Capricorn, it's, you know, it's 12 signs from you, which rules the 12th house. And this is for all Aquarians, suns and ascendants and moons. Capricorn is 12 signs. And so the 12th house is the area of self-sabotage. And we all have a 12th house. In other words, we all have records of death from past lives, of how we have been betrayed or hurt or used and abused, or how we also have sabotaged our own success or sabotaged ourselves. And so when planets move through this area, we have an opportunity to do some house cleaning. We have an opportunity to clean out the basement, clean out the attic. When you do that, more light can come in. So it's your opportunity to see, during the cycle of Capricorn, how are you limiting yourself? How are you holding yourself back from what you want? Is it insecurity? Is it fear? And you know, when it's fear, we're doing the what if. We're out in the future. What if? What if zebras jump on my head? Oh my goodness. That's not going to happen. So when you what if yourself, you're in the future, you're not here now. And when you're in the future, you don't have any power there because you're not there. You're here. If you go back to the past, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Well, you know, hindsight's always 20/20. However, remind yourself, if you're doing that, you did the best that you could when you were there. And if you're going to go back to the past, you may as well go back to the 11th century, because your past is a past life now. It's a memory. That's all it is. Don't feed the beast. Pull your energy back and be here now. All of your power is in the now. And so are your juicy good moments. When you have a moment of bliss, when you have a moment where you feel connected to the divine, when you feel connected to who you really are, your soul self, that's in the now. When you have moments of laughter, and I love being funny and I love laughing because it's so healing, it feels good. That's in the now. Laughter's not in the future, it's not in the past, it's here now. So savor your juicy good moments because they're here and now for you. And when you're in the here and now, there's no fear and there's no anxiety. The anxiety is coming up because you're what-ifing or you're lamenting the past. The past is history. The future is a mystery. The present is the gift. Be here now. And the 12th house is also the area of your hidden strength. So treasures are buried deep. Sometimes we're sitting on talents and abilities we didn't even know we had. And having this opportunity to rest, recharge your batteries, reflect, emerging can be new gifts, new talents, new strengths, pulling it up from the inside. And that's wonderful. And you are having this opportunity because as these faster moving planets move through your hidden strength house, it can pull up, you know, this abilities that you didn't know you had, you know, and psychic abilities, intuitive abilities, dreaming. Your dreams will be very active. Write your dreams down because that's your higher self giving you messages. If you dream it, you can do it. If you believe, you can do it. And Sagittarius is all about what do you believe is possible for you. Capricorn is about, you know, looking at how you hold yourself back from the success you want, how you hold yourself back from the wealth that you want, financial independence that you want. What are you doing that's holding yourself back? Perhaps starting your own business, right? Maybe you're tired of working for other people. Maybe you really do want to start your own business. What's holding you up? Now, I'm reading a really good book right now called Step Up, how taking responsibility can change your life. And it's really true. And the author talks about how complaining is just finger pointing. And it's an avoidance technique of the ego, so we don't have to take responsibility. If we complain about our spouse, we complain about our boss, we complain about, you know, our astrology or whatever, the government. That's an avoidance technique by the ego to not take responsibility. So if you're feeling like you want to make some changes, step up and take responsibility for everything in your life, and then you will see the change you want. Because as long as we're complaining, as long as we're blaming, then we're not taking responsibility and we don't have any power. Our power is when we take responsibility. You know, if we don't like the government we have, then run for office, right? You get the government you show up for. And if we complain about the government but we don't take action, we don't make any attempt to change things, it's not going to change. The savior you're waiting for is you. You are the savior you're waiting for. You are the one you've been waiting for. Take action now. Don't wait. Initiate. After you rest and recharge your batteries as we move through Capricorn. So, for you, now Uranus moves direct on the 21st, and then the Sun enters Capricorn on the 21st, and the Moon enters Capricorn on the 21st, and you have winter solstice in the northern hemisphere and summer solstice in the southern hemisphere, and then the Capricorn new moon is on December 21st and 22nd. I really like this new moon. There's no challenging aspects on it. In fact, Neptune is in harmony with it. Mars is making a mild semi-square to it, but that's just to get the energy rolling and going. For you, it is about initiating behind the scenes, doing work behind the scenes, preparing for your debut, which will come when the sun moves into Aquarius. Woohoo! And so now, use this time to rest and recharge. And what's interesting about this Capricorn new moon, it's at 0 degrees. And if you notice, all of the final new moons of 2014 have been at 0 degrees. The Scorpio new moon in October, which was a partial solar eclipse, was at 0 degrees. The Sagittarius new moon in November was at 0 degrees. And now the Capricorn new moon is at 0 degrees. Well, 0 degrees is new beginnings. New moons are new beginnings. So here we have a double new beginning. And it's like at 0 degrees, it's like the tarot card, the Fool in the tarot card. He's there at the beginning of his journey. He's got his knapsack he's carrying. He's all hopeful. He's uplifted. He's inspired. A bit naive because he's at the beginning of the journey and he hasn't faced any challenges yet. You know, some tarot decks have him with one foot on, you know, jumping off a cliff, you know, or stepping off the cliff, you know. However, it is a very powerful card. It's a major arcana. And so these moons are symbolizing it's time for a new life path destiny. It's time for a new beginning for you, even in the 12th, because all the other moons also have been new beginnings for you. And in 2015, all of the super moons, which are the most powerful moons we can experience, are new moons. That's a message from the universe to take action now. Get on a new life path destiny and go for it. Don't wait, initiate, take action. So I really like this energy. And, you know, by the time you get to the end of the month, but even at the beginning of the month, especially at the Gemini full moon, you're ready for mindless fun. You're ready for brain candy in any form. You just want to feed your brain with fun and delicious ideas and delicious looking people. Eye candy. Yeah. And you are ready for a good time. So your mood is definitely going to shift here, especially as Saturn enters Sagittarius on the 23rd. This is a wonderful energy for you because you've been really going through it for these past few years, especially in the area of your work and career. You've had a lot of challenges there, maybe even some setbacks. That's all about to shift now with Saturn moving into Sagittarius. Saturn moves into Sagittarius on December 23rd and will be in Sagittarius until June 14th. And then Saturn retrogrades back into Scorpio to about 28 degrees and then jumps back into Sagittarius on September 17th and will be in Sagittarius until September 2017. So there is a bit of a dance here where, you know, Saturn is, you know, still at the top of your chart in the area of your outward contribution to society, how you express your unique individuality to the world, your reputation in the world, your destiny in the world, and then it moves into your hopes and wishes, the money you make from the business you own or the money you make from the company you work for, and sudden opportunities, being lucky, your goals. So you're going to rework your goals over these next couple of years. I'll talk more about that in the year ahead. However, it's easier for you now because Sagittarius sextiles you. That pours positive energy into you. Uranus, your ruling planet, is in Aries and now direct. And it's sextiling you, pouring positive energy into you. You're going to have a lot of breakthroughs in 2015. It's going to be very different than 2014. Because you're having Saturn and Uranus, your ruling planets, pouring positive energy into your Sun in Aquarius, your Moon in Aquarius, your Sun in Aquarius, all these Aquarian points in your chart. And that makes it easier to get what you want, be successful, achieve your goals, increase your profits, increase your wealth, and be brilliant. And so you can still do it when it's squaring, that's Scorpio. However, it's much easier when Saturn is sextiling. So you're getting the reward for all the hard work you've been doing these several years with Saturn in this area of your hopes and wishes. So it looking really good for you. And then, of course, we have Christmas for those who celebrate it on the 25th. And we end New Year's Eve, and happy holidays to everyone, and Happy New Year. We end New Year's Eve with the moon in Taurus. So, you know, some of you may be finding that you're staying home on New Year's Eve and loving it, just wanting to be at home in front of the fire, or if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, hanging out on the porch for the barbecue. Lucky ducks. And so use this energy, use this month to rest and recharge your batteries, go out and party, celebrate, have fun, keep it light, keep it funny. Don't take it all so serious. For those of you looking for love, you could absolutely attract it in here in December, because Gemini rules the area of true love and romance. Sagittarius rules the area of sudden luck and opportunity, where friends can become lovers. And, you know, where it's just on for you. These are party signs. These are your party houses. This is light and fun. Now, it does get a little bit more serious as we move into Capricorn. Absolutely. That's your time to step back and recharge your batteries and reflect upon all that you've accomplished in this last solar year and what you'd like to accomplish in your next solar year. I have some great tools here, using the power intention to create what you want in 2015. What would it be like if you could create what you want in 2015? All of these things are my gift to you and available for you at my website. So you can go to my website, in the left-hand column are these tools. And I'll have them available too in the January reports and the year ahead reports that are coming out in December. So love looks good for you. Of course, you've got Jupiter in the area of relationships. So those of you already coupled, you know, there's no better ally in there than Jupiter, I mean, except Venus. And Venus doesn't usually stay as long unless she's retrograde, and you will have that in 2015, because Venus will retrograde in Leo. So relationships look really good for Aquarius. And, you know, so if you're in a relationship, it will only get better. And if you're looking for a relationship, you're on. December and all of 2015, you're on for relationship. Now, it could be someone coming from your past, and that's okay too. It could be someone from your past lives that you haven't met up with in this life, but it's from your past. And you feel that connection. That's what a soulmate is when you meet someone and you already know them, and it just falls together because you've been together. Health looks good. If you're working on it, you're taking care of yourself, you're resting, you're recharging your batteries, it's only going to get better. So it looks really good for you in December, and I love giving you good news. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plusing my podcast, Aquarius. You're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your personal transits, your solar return chart in 2015, it's very easy. You go to the link below in the Show More section, which takes you to my astrology page. You purchase your session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule. You get scheduled. We're off and running, rocking and rolling. So until next time, Aquarius, don't wait. Take action now. I'm dancing on my own. I make the moves up as I go. And that's what they don't know. Yeah, that's what they don't know. But I keep cruising. I can't stop, won't stop grooving. It's like I've got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. 'Cause the player's gonna play, 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 play. And the hater's gonna hate, 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 hate. So baby, I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. I'll shake it off, I'll shake it off. Yeah, I'll shake it off. I'm dancing on my own. I make the moves up as I go. And that's what they don't know. Yeah, that's what they don't know. But I keep cruising, can't stop, won't stop grooving. It's like I got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright.